Um,
Bum, 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 bum.
I started the stream.
okay, we wait for David, who was talking to his lovely wife.
That's fine.
When we just walked away, we just left him there. Dragon Ball Z. Last time, Dragon these ball. A brand new adventure. Brand new adventure.
Woo.
We're a whole new group of people. A lot of nice, a fun, eclectic group of individuals again. You guys spent a couple days. You were all hired by King Liam to help, like guard the town, guard the city, guard Central City. Just being guards. We're sort of having a population problem. So you making a new friend?
Population problem.
Huh?
What do you say? We're having a population problem?
Yeah. Central City's had a population problem for a little while now. I said that last game.
Just a boom.
Due to the wars, we lost like a whole generation of young folk during the Dragon Wars. So we're still struggling to recover. We're still struggling to recover from that. You all spent a couple largely uneventful days being city guards. Stopped a purse snatcher. Dealt with some drunken bar fights. Learned some rumors that there might be some cult activities in the city. And then you heard a blood-curdling scream down an alleyway. Come to find out, it was a young woman holding her brother's recently deceased corpse. Young woman's name is Kavori Fernhart, and her brother Delvin Fernhart. Delvin had a desiccated eye in his hand. You guys investigated the eyeball, and it led you to these catacombs. You helped. What'd you do? You found a little tunnel, found a little climby, like a little tunnel to get through, and then you found a ghost who didn't know who she was, and you helped her figure out who she was. Something Hallowfall. It's a C name. What was it? Chanel. That's right. Chanel Hallowfall. Right. Yeah, that was the ghost's name. You guys then fought some zombies. Friend did just an absolute jam for the knowing mistress to restore a little shrine for her. Just an absolute Jimmy Jam. Also, you found a little like a fucking room filled with weird flesh masses that just like crawled around in sewage. Didn't really bother those things very much.
Yeah, we didn't go in that room.
That room seemed a little spooky. Nobody likes amorphous flesh blobs. And then you found this like big grinning skull with like arms, and then on the other side there was like a double door, and the skull had one empty socket. And I mean, nobody really could figure out what to do with it, and just on a whim, Durnhale put the eyeball you guys had in the eyeball socket, and nobody believed it would work. Everybody thought that was quite far-fetched, but it opened the door. And there's a staircase leading down. Down the staircase. The bottom of the stairway opens into this like wide sanctuary with a vaulted ceiling with like stone pews in their rows. black candles with burning green flames occupy small, neat, like alcoves in the walls. And then on a pulpit at the far end of the hall stands a jagged sculpture of an emaciated hand with one eyeball in its palm. That's down the stairs. You can if you kind of like zoom in on the map, you can actually see the hand with the eyeball in its palm.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys doing?
That's not what I wanted.
Do we check for traps?
You can check for traps. David,
Yeah.
you're I can hear everything going on in your house right now. Just so you know. Whoever's checking for traps, roll me an investigation check.
I think Trevor's the smartest. Oh wait, Carl's a wizard.
Carl is a wizard.
I did get a 17 though.
Are you checking for traps like down the staircase or in the room itself?
Down the staircase.
Okay. The staircase is not trapped at all.
Okay, cool beans. Guys, I think the stairs are a-okay to walk up.
I actually do have expertise in investigation, but it's only +6.
If I were to judge my character on a meta scale, I think I would have the same. Because I have 6 also.
If you're gonna go down into the room, you can move your own. You move your own little tokens.
Well, let me grab my guy. Why am I not able to grab him? There we go. Jim and Jam. Gubs everybody out of the... No, I'm kidding.
Jim pushes everybody out of the way. Are you guys being stealthy at all, or are you just walking in?
I would like to notion to the group as we're kind of going down is like maybe we should approach this kind of quietly. Really don't know what's... We already tackled a room full of zombies, but I mean, what if somebody left those behind on purpose? Maybe we can get the jump on them if we come in all quiet. You guys agree?
Agreed. Let us be careful.
Right, I'll roll a stealth roll for myself.
Okay, yeah, roll some stealth checks. Roll some stealth checks. I think Lucas immediately walks into a stone pew.
I rolled a 5.
Jimmy Jam walks into Hunkus.
Okay.
Are you seeing my rolls right now?
6, because I have disadvantage.
You guys, the moment you start like being stealthy, you just like walk into walls and walk
Hey,
into
I
the
got a
stone pews.
23.
Yeah. A friend is doing like moving past everybody, dancing along. Friend, make me a religion check as you sort of like get past everybody. Lehman's also looking great.
He's standing in the back watching them like,
Yeah.
Okay, well actually I rolled a 3
suppose.
because I roll at disadvantage.
Yep. Willie,
That was a 14 religion.
14 religion. You know that is a shrine to Vecna.
I'll have you all know this is a shrine to Vecna.
A powerful lich and god of secrets, known and feared on many planes.
Powerful lich, god of secrets, known and feared on many planes. Not mine, but yours, and I'm here, so I guess mine.
Willie, can you make me a stealth check, please?
You got a 17, right?
Oh, we got a 17. I missed
Yeah.
that. I missed that one. It was 55 seconds ago. With all of the fails, though, you guys hear a clambering from the down the hallway to this hallway down this way, and you hear some voices and come and go. You hear that? Yeah, I think I heard that. Let's head over there.
Incoming.
War research. Roll some initiative. Roll some initiative, guys. As these cultists run down the hallway.
Getting some great paladin initiative as a cleric here.
What about Paku Paku, Jim Jam?
Hey, we got 4 initiative. Jim Jam. Jim Jam up top. Then Lehman.
Gonna put
Jam.
a explosive grenade in Paku Paku and send it down the hallway. No, I don't have that. I'm gonna move up here.
Hold on,
to
let
this
me
corner.
finish doing
Well, damn, my bad.
sorry, I'm just finishing an initiative.
It's all right. You were
Then
the
friend. Then Hunkus. Then occultist.
I don't know why they don't have a thing that when you roll initiative, it
Then
would
really,
just put
they're
you in
not all-
order.
Then cultist. I know, right?
That would be easy to code, I feel like.
I feel like as well. I feel like we'll see that. I feel like we'll see that happen for sure.
Yeah, they're listening to our conversation right now.
Hell no. Okay, Jim Jammy, you're putting a grenade in Paku Paku?
No, I wish that'd be hilarious. I think I'm gonna just go against this corner and prepare an action and wait for
Perfect.
somebody to come out.
Okay.
Come down the hallway.
Awesome.
And I will yeah.
Lehman, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna basically come down this wall. Start watching down this way, which is where noise is coming. As soon as I can get a line of sight on probably this cultist here, I will go ahead and I'll go ahead and shoot him.
You got it. Friend. Are you gonna shoot him now?
Yeah, I mean, like I assume as I get down to
Yeah.
some of the-
Oh yeah.
I can see there's a guy down there.
Yep,
now.
and it's dimly lit all the way down, so you do have line of sight on it. Perfect. 20 definitely hits that guy.
Okay. 6 points.
An arrow just like appears in his upper bicep, and he goes, "Oh fuck! They're adventurous! They're adventurous! Fuck! They're adventurous!" Friend, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna start up my dirt bike now. I don't actually have a dirt bike. That's just a song in a song that happens, and the guy says that. I'm gonna step up to here. I'm gonna say, "You're sorry excuse for a cultist," and then I'm gonna step this way, And that was at
Mm.
this same guy here.
The same guy that has an arrow in
Yeah.
him that's looking. You see him wildly looking around at his at two people you can't currently see going, third adventurers, like blood spewing out of his mouth. He got a natural 20 on his streak. I don't think he heard you, to be
Yeah,
honest. I think he's currently in shock and actually just didn't hear you.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna say I'm done. I'm done. That's me.
Okay. After you is Hunkus.
All right. I kind of want to. This gets me 20 feet here. I just want to like stand here.
Right.
I don't want to go down. Yeah, and I'm gonna take an action, or you know, yeah. You know what I mean?
You're gonna ready in action.
Ready in action. Yeah.
You got it.
That's the words I was looking for. Cool. That's it.
Okay, these cultists go, this guy just gonna like fucking run over here and hide. As these guys rush forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna take the dodge action. He's gonna like he's got like this dagger, this like oddly shaped, like almost ritual dagger that he's like weaving in the back there. This guy's going to take a swipe. Odds or evens, friend?
Odds.
It was a 6, so he's gonna swing at Jim Jammy.
What about my prepared action?
You do get a prepared. Yeah. 100%. 100% you get your prepared action.
Can I use catapult for that prepared action?
You can. He'll make a dex save. He'll swing at you at the same moment with a 12 to hit Jim Jammy.
Did I cast? No, it did not cast. Why is it not?
His
casting?
dex save is a 7. So does a 12 hit you, Jim Jammy?
The 12 does not.
So he misses and he takes, was that 9 points of damage I just saw?
Yeah.
He goes to swing with his like ritual dagger at you, and before it makes contact, what do you catapult at him? What what like flies out of your hand?
I have, since you finished Jujutsu Kaisen, Jim Jam just has a bunch of nails in his fingers, and he uses a hammer, and he literally
yeah.
because
Love
that's how
that.
he gets it into heavy sheet metal and stuff like that. That's how he does it.
The nail goes directly like in his temple. He has 9 hit points. He is dead. He just like full momentum like slides through the rest of you, and his body's over there now. But he's just dead. Completely dead.
I just like kind of like as he's like kind of breaching through to like slash me, I feel like I just hold up a nail and just like kind of like hanging up a picture on the wall, kind of just like tink, and it just boop.
Love that. Hunkus, what did you hold for a ready to action, or does somebody need to be in melee with you?
Well, 5 feet is melee to me, so yeah.
I've got 10. The guy's got 10 feet away from. He's
Yep,
currently
yep.
15 feet away from you.
Yeah, had the other guy lived, he would have been. I
He
would
would've-
have next on this. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Yeah.
gotcha. This guy, full coward. He's also taking the dodge action over in that corner. Willie, you're up.
Willie.
Time to stab a cultist. There's one in the hallway, right?
Yeah, you can see him right there.
Yeah, actually. I'm just gonna go. I just want to go up there and stab him with the trident. That's what I want to do. Keep it simple.
Great. Move your guy up.
I get to move my guy up.
Healing word is 2d4 now.
Healing word is 2d4 plus spell
betcha.
cast modifier. Yeah. Cure wounds is 2d8.
That's a 14 to hit.
14 hits these guys.
Nice.
They're wearing like black or like gray robes, the same kind of robes you've seen. You saw Delvin wearing.
2 plus for 6 damage, and I want a bonus action try and knock him prone.
Okay. What's that for a check?
Awful. Constitution saving through DC +2 or 8 +2 plus ability modifier used to do the attack. So that would be 8, 10, 14. Constitution saving throw DC 14.
He fails. He is knocked prone. You like stab him with the trident and pick him up a little bit, and then like bring him back down to the ground, knocking him prone and pulling the trident out. He is still alive, but like blood flies out of his mouth. After Willie is Durnhale.
All right. Just gonna slide myself over here. I would be able to see the cultist kind of from this angle, or would it be better be?
It'd be
yeah.
probably better there, yeah.
Okay. I'll go there then, and then do a Toll the Dead on that guy. Wisdom saving throw 15.
$13.
All right. Take 12. He will take a 9 necrotic.
He's dead. that guy just like his eyeballs just explode and he is dead.
Get boofed.
His eyeballs
Oh, ew.
explode.
His
Yeah,
eyeballs-
I out loud say, ew.
Ooh. It's now the other cultist's turn.
I'd like to
from-
use a free action to say ew.
Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. And that one gets into melee with you, Willie, because he turns the corner still in his day. He doesn't know. He turns the corner in his dash action and ends up next to Willie. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Yep, they all just take dash actions because they have to take their dash action before they can see what the fuck's going on. That's all their turn. Willie's a bit of a bottleneck right now. Brings us back to the top, Jimmy.
Hello. I'm grabbing the vessel out of the living room. I also have a wireless headset right now. Okay, I'm sitting back. You forgot smoking lamp. All right. Holy shit. Well, I mean, can I get any range through Willie to
Yeah,
throw another catapult?
yeah, 100%.
I'm gonna angle my
Let's read what catapult actually says. Catapult.
catapult. Choose one object weighing 1 to 5 pounds within range that isn't being worn or carried. The object flies in a straight line up to 90 feet in a direction you choose before falling to the ground, stopping early if it impacts against a solid enemy
Yeah,
surface.
that's one that Willie is going to be in the way for, I think. I think
Okay.
catapult, the way catapult is worded, he is in the way.
Okay. No, and that's why I thought I'd ask. So for the most part, I genuinely don't have a whole lot I can do besides I'll throw a heroism on Willie.
Right. What
this So-
heroism do?
Heroism will give them temporary hit points. And heal them 4.
Nice.
With willing creature and touch, I imbued with bravery. Until the spell ends, the creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting a modifier at the start of each of its turns. When the spell ends, the target loses any of the temporary hit points.
That's
Great.
awesome.
4 temp HP. Take any damage.
You can also use your bonus action to command Paku Paku.
Yeah.
I don't know if he has a ranged attack or not.
Let me try to find his thing here. Steel Defender.
It does not.
Melee weapon, magical, yeah, nope. It can deflect an attack though. But yeah, nope. So for the time being, I think that's all I can do. I
Right.
feel like that was as much help as I could possibly be.
Lehman, you're up.
I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the first cultist.
Great.
Or not.
That's
That one, yeah. You know, that arrow bounces off the wall, clatters to the ground.
Bounces off the willy, bro. That was a natural one.
My finger slipped.
Anything else, Lehman?
I kind of like look down. Now that there's a bunch of cultists that have come down, I'm gonna look down, kind of like look down this way. I'm not actually going anywheres. Just kind of like turning to make sure there isn't a crowd of people that are
Or coming the
down
other way?
hall. Yeah.
Yep. Looking down that hallway, you don't see anybody coming. You do see, like, in that room, some shelves with books and scrolls, and what looks to be, like, from your angle, you can see that there's something in the center of the room, a table or an altar or something, something in the middle of the room. But no individuals are running.
Yep.
Great. Friend.
All right, question for you. Can I share a space with Willie, being 2'8"?
Yeah. Sure. Jesus.
And then
Yeah.
I turn to everybody, mostly Jimmy and Lehman and Durnhall. I'm looking towards, like, are we okay with everybody in here knowing we're here?
Yeah. I don't mind.
Yes.
I know I brought up
All right, I move into Willie's space and then cast Thunder Wave. I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level. Are you looking into this, Sean?
First guy, yeah, you just gotta move yourself. First
Oh, okay,
guy
okay, sorry.
fails.
I was just making sure it was okay.
First guy fails. Second guy succeeds. Third guy fails. Second guy gets another saving throw to avoid, and he rolls a natural 1, so he is hit by his friend. He succeeds on the save on the spell, and then does not get out of the way in time.
Of his friend
Or
hitting
his
him.
friend,
That's
of his friend
hilarious.
hitting him. Yeah.
18 damage total.
It's quite. It doesn't matter. Because he saves for half, right?
For half is 9.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has 9 hit points, so it
Okay,
doesn't matter.
so all
He
3 of
died-
these guys die.
Yeah, he died
Oh.
the moment it happened anyway.
So all 3 of them die and get pushed into the guy in the back.
In the back, yeah, he gets a save. He gets a dex save. An 11. I think he gets half. I think he gets half damage. I'm gonna do 3d6. 1d6 for each of his friends. 8. He takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage as all 3 of his buddies' bodies are blown apart. There's a scream from this guy as, like, the
This
bones
guy
and viscera.
in the corner.
Yeah, the guy in the corner. Yeah. The one who, like, immediately tapped out.
Ducks out. I'm ducking out of the way. Plop, plop.
Raise out of the hallway.
the blowback from this
Yeah.
from this smell. He's just like he is in like full fetal position. By the way, he's not like standing in that corner. He's like in full like knees to chest, rocking back and forth.
Oh, this poor guy.
They're adventurers.
That guy's still fucking.
Actually,
sad.
I say, you got this, Willie. As I walk away and give him a bardic
This guy
inspiration.
also surrenders. This guy also he just watched all three of his dudes. Like, think about what just happened to him. Him and his three buddies come sprinting around the corner. They all took dash actions. They come sprinting around the corner to come face to face with a giant bull man. They've never seen one of those before. Giant bull man taking up the entire hallway. They're still like, because it's 6 seconds, they're still sprinting. They're still like in full sprint form. Little robot guy appears in between the bull's legs.
Never
And
seen one of those either.
Yeah, they've never seen one of those either. And just like collapses. What do you do? How do you make the thunder wave happen?
It's like glowing. Well, I glow. The crystal glows, and then the center of the armor glows, and it just emits from the armor like a pulse
Great.
wave.
Great. And so all three of these guys are like turned to viscera and gore and blown back on this guy who like spins to a stop and is just on his knees, covered in blood and gore. Eyes wide. Like the only thing, like you can see his wide white eyes covered in the red. Both of these guys surrender. We're out of initiative. They're done.
Are you sure?
They are both on
No,
their
no,
knees.
I
This
get that
one's
these
crying.
guys are done, but the sound wave of thunder wave is
Oh,
why I
yeah,
asked.
nothing- Yep. Nobody comes. You guys take a
Oh,
moment.
okay.
You take the beat, but nobody's coming to investigate it.
Well, then I'm gonna approach this guy. Say hello. My name is friend to all. As long as you're a friend to me,
We can be friends now.
please
We
back
can
up
be
as my
friends now.
party approaches.
Yeah. Whatever you want.
Thank you.
Whatever you want. You look into this room, and there's like like cots and like really rotten sleeping bags, just like really poor living conditions. Makeshift cots are strewn about. Like some extra gray cloth robes are in this room. And you look and see there's like an adjoining chamber as well.
So what were you all doing here?
We serve the whispered one.
The whispered one. Is that Vecna?
And they both kind of like wince when you say the name. You mustn't say the name. You mustn't say the name.
Do I know that you mustn't say the name? Is this something I've heard of?
You know that it is taboo amongst his followers.
Okay.
It's not like a true curse, but like he's a god of secrets.
Right.
So his name is meant to be secret. You can go ahead and either make me an intimidation or a persuasion check, whatever you're trying to do.
Oh yeah, yeah.
friend.
Okay, persuasion for sure. I'm not.
Oh, this is actually a great moment to talk about a new rule. Quick pause.
Oh, okay, well I rolled. Sorry, it's a dirty
No,
20.
this is still good. This is still good. I'm gonna have you roll with advantage.
Oh, nice.
Players and 24 players handbook.
Even better, 22.
Did they add new torture mechanisms?
They added like a new action you can do.
Go like roll the twist balls.
Roll to ball twist. Yes. Sources. Players handbook 2024.
Grab a stick and
Actions.
twist it.
Aggressive interrogation.
Influence. It's called the influence action. With the influence, so like we've got our we've got our attack actions. We've got our help actions. We've all those dodge action, all those. We have a new one called influence that we can do. With the influence action, you urge a monster to do something. Describe or roleplay how you're communicating with it. Are you trying to deceive, intimidate, amuse, or gently persuade? The DM then determines whether the monster feels willing, unwilling, or hesitant due to the circumstances. So you say you want to influence a creature. I determine whether they're willing, unwilling, or hesitant. If they're willing, you get advantage on the
Awesome.
On the roll. If they're unwilling, you get disadvantage on the roll. Or they're hesitant, which means it's the same. You crushed it. He immediately, what are you asking him for questions?
Who else is here?
The other than us, there's there's two others, and our leader's Zalir in the main chamber, and he points like down this way. He like points down this hallway.
What's your goals?
We serve Vecna and as the Whispered One. They don't say Vecna, they just say the Whispered One.
Yeah.
We serve the Whispered One. We've been tasked to fight and collect secrets around the city. Just to find secrets out.
Very fun. How exciting.
Oh fuck.
I ask about. I'm like, you guys heard any news about a certain shop in town? Shop of the name Greg's Tinker Emporium.
Right. We've heard the old gnome has cancer.
Okay.
No, I work at Cheddar's Better Buy. We hate Greg's.
We hate Greg's. There's a fellow old gnome in Greg's.
Yeah,
He's been hiding his cancer. It's a gnome competition between your guy and the other guy.
Yeah, exactly. And that's Greg's. I have it written down as enemies. Greg's Tinker Imperium, not Imperium. They're an Imperium.
You'll follow this vile spirit no more. Here, a book. Write down all your secrets. Give them to us. We'll explore further. Thank you.
They immediately just start writing down every secret they've learned. One of the cultist with the arrow in his fucking chest, looks at you all. He's like full, like in shock. Can you help? Can I get some help, please?
Yeah, I'll go over there and start treating his wound.
Okay, cool. Do a medicine check
I'll help you out.
with advantage, then.
Okay.
Friend, to make me an investigation check.
Investigation.
I'm still watching that other
17.
out here.
Right.
Got a 14.
14, I think you pull out the arrow and he's no longer like you stabilize. You turn and get the wound.
He bleeds out.
Yeah, he's still kicking it. Hurts like a bitch, but
I mean,
friend,
I'm not concerned about that.
you find 3 gaudy jeweled rings worth 10 gold pieces each. They seem to have been like maybe signets of wealthy families that maybe these cultists once belonged to. And then you also find a little hat.
Ooh,
A little hat.
a little hat. I put the little hat on Paku Paku's corner. And then I hand the
Oh my
rings
God, I love it.
to Jim Jammy. I have no need for possessions.
Sweet, I could sell these for my family shop. And I look around at everybody while saying that. Because we need money.
Do believe the Noble families probably would not approve of such things.
What? Trying to sell these? I don't think they would like it if we sold them, but I mean, I don't care. Wait.
Are you guys leaving these guys unbound, or are you going to bind them in some way?
In a sexual way, I think.
I just was pointing them to the exit after they're done with their book.
I will remind
As I
you.
walk, as I walk by Jim Jammy, I'll reach out, grab the arrow he pulled out of the guy's chest,
Okay, here you go.
wipe it off, and stick it back in the quiver.
I will remind you that the woman, Elvery, told you that King Liam would pay for every cultist you guys bring back.
Oh,
Really? Yeah. Sorry, boys.
I looked away.
While I'm helping this person out after grabbing the stuff, I'm gonna bind their hands.
They don't fight you. They're done.
I will say to y'all, if you cooperate and understand that the more you cooperate, the easier your time will be. I mean, you're
Go to the bathroom really
in
bad. I'll be
now.
right back.
Okay.
Just cooperate with us, and everything will be all right.
They both sort of like nod. Both of them are sort of giving up.
Do we have Miranda rights in
No.
Central City?
No,
Nope,
no, you
no
do
right.
not.
You do not.
I told them explicitly, you have no rights. Over this.
Does Willie go full Borg? Resistance is futile.
Resistance is futile. Yeah, with a deep voice while I'm like pounding my fist.
Love that. Love
We're
that. for
starting
you.
to drool.
Lehman, you were interested in the other hallway. Do you want to go explore down
Oh.
there?
He was watching that, make sure that there wasn't somebody hiding out, waiting for us to put all of our attention over to
Nope.
over to this
No,
area.
nobody ever came down that hallway.
Okay. If he didn't see or hear anything, he just kind of like isn't too worried about it right now.
Cool. Great. Those guys will be tied up in that corner. They pointed you. They said that their leaders, Al Rear, had taken 2 of their fellow members down in this direction.
Okay.
There's
I'm
nothing.
gonna start heading in that direction.
What
Okay.
direction?
It's down this way. They pointed down in this direction.
Yes. I was zoomed in.
This chamber is another sleeping chamber. Some cots and clothes in this room. It's where Friend found the hat, the little hat. But you notice the hat has expanded to match Paku Paku's like gonk head size.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Magic.
it does seem to be magical in some way.
Wait, do I still have detect magic on technically?
That's only a 10. Sure, we'll say it's dying off right now because it's only like 10 minutes and it's a
Yeah,
concentration.
that's what to be.
It is magic. It is magical, and it is probably abjuration. It's either abjuration or transmutation. No, it's illusion. It's illusion magic. What am I talking about?
Oh, heck yeah, bud. I slap
Definitely
Paku Paku on the butt.
Definitely illusion magic. On it.
Your first magic item, little guy. You can sell that for the family shop.
He's got a hat of it's a hat of disguise.
Hell yeah.
He can disguise himself as an R2 unit instead of a conk.
Yeah.
Turn into an Astro Droid now.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
Yeah, we heard how loud that was. Frying chicken in that bathroom.
I was pooping.
No, supposed to be a secret.
I did it really fast. I pushed it out really fast.
You can't do that either. That's bad.
Yeah,
Keep
I
it
might have got a
secret.
hernia.
Keep it
Don't.
secret. Keep it safe.
Are we leaving these two cultists in this room up here while we proceed deeper in?
They
What's
have
the
been
plan?
bound. They were bound. You missed that. They've been
Okay.
bound up there.
Yeah, they're bound.
There's a hallway. 15, 20-foot hallway. Seems to open up into a larger chamber. You can begin to hear like whispers down from where like Hunkus and Willie are standing. You begin to hear whispers coming down that hallway. As if many people are whispering in that room.
I'm kind of just looking around to see what how the next set of actions are going to be from people.
You still have a bardic inspiration for an hour, Willie, just so you're aware.
That's right, I'll keep that in mind.
What are you guys doing?
I would love to approach the whispers, but I am not the big man. If one of you big men
I'll
would
start
go
moving in.
first, yes, thank you.
Are we just walking in, big dick swinging, or are we stealthing him?
I mean, I can try to stealth, but you see what I am.
Yeah,
That's my disadvantage. So
I kind of just like
I'll roll it. I'll roll it though.
If they didn't come out whenever we thunder waved, I don't think, like, I think they're doing what they're
True.
doing, whether we walk in stealthy or not, you know? Over the table.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Right? Just asking a question.
Yeah.
All right, put yourselves arranged. Hold on, let me open up a bit more of the Fog of War. In like this area I've opened up for you. But arrange yourselves in this little opened up area. You're like all moved into this room, and then I'll tell you what's in this room when you've all arranged yourselves.
Willie, what are you doing?
Willie. Willie. Anything.
I'm coming.
Okay. As you guys walk through the hallway, the whispers go from like just gentle whispers to this cacophonous, just drowning sound of whispers bouncing off the walls. You enter an expansive cave. Eyes? Yeah, look at that. Oh.
Mm.
An expansive cave. An imposing human cultist in a sweeping robe stands against the wall, chanting. His oily black hair is slicked back, and his skin is gaunt and gray. It's that goober up top. Carved into the floor in front of him is a large runic symbol that is just pulses with green, sickly, like necrotic energy. Two cultists stand in the middle of the circle. One human, one elf. Heads thrown back, mouths wide, just transfixed by the ritual. The leader above commands, "Now, release your secrets unto me. Let the truths hidden in your soul come forth and become stronger." As in response to that, they're like, from their mouths, these black shadows of themselves spill forth and fall into the spaces next to them. As you guys enter and you watch these shadows land, the leader turns and goes, "Now, end these intruders Don't let them get our secret out into the public. And that's the roll initiative.
Rolled higher than a 10.
1, 2.
That's a natural 20, baby.
I'll be right back.
Hell, motherfucking yeah. Riddle me this, Squirt Man.
Squirt Man would be the worst fucking supervillain, dude.
I'm mostly P Man. No.
Ron's coming up with a new nemesis for us as we speak. Fucking Squirt Man.
I heard Chad's timed out fucking laugh.
It's just Super Mario Sunshine.
Friend, and then me, and then Jim Jammy. Jim Jammy's got incredible initiative.
Yeah, I've been rolling some crazy shit.
Bunch. And then Willie. Then Lehman. Then Hunkus. Fuck, Joey didn't roll.
I rolled clicky clacky math rocks. I got 11.
Great. 11. That means you and Willie tie. You two go together.
Who's
My dex is
hornier?
my dex is a +1.
My dex is also a +1.
But yeah, you two go together.
I will let you go first.
Y'all can do cool
Okay.
combo moves. Like in Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
We should.
Ultimate Alliance, baby.
All right, Willie, you're up first. Not Willie, I'm sorry. Friend. Friend is up first. Friend is up first.
Let's see. What do we think? Friend is gonna move up through everybody up to here. Cast hold person on this guy and then hide in the corner.
All right, a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Fuck me. Did you know that that's exactly what he was going to do? You both, he rolled a nat one.
All right.
You both are literally like weaving the same hand signs, and yours goes off first, and he's just like frozen mid hand weave.
Now would be a good time to hit him with hitting instruments. Thank you.
Right.
That's right.
Right. Choose a human way you can see the be paralyzed for the duration. At the end of each of its turns, the target can make a wisdom saving throw. Okay, so he loses his turn. It's his turn next, and he rolls a wisdom save. 11 plus 1 is 12.
No.
Nope, he's still frozen. Fuck. Great. All right, well, Jim Jammy, you're up.
I'm going to commit crime. I want to cast a love. No. Would there be anything stopping me from just like catapulting a nail into this cult fanatic across the room?
Can I change his name? Rename. You know his name. His name is Zalreer. Look at that.
Holy shit.
No. He can't dodge it. It literally will just auto hit him.
Yeah, I go, hey bud, and I like stick out my hand, and I literally just have a series of nails in between my fingers, and I just hit the first one. And 13 will be the damage.
Right. 13 points of damage. A nail just slams into his chest. He's still alive, but I mean, he's got a nail in him now.
Classic case of still being alive but having a nail in you also.
Yeah. A medical issue.
I feel like that's a good reason why you use nails for catapult too.
Yeah, that's the slight problem.
Both of the shadows. Yeah, both of the shadows take the hide action as a bonus action.
Where are they gonna hide, brother? Right there.
They can hide in dim light. So they just
Bitches.
sort of like melt into the shadows. Though,
The floor's glowing, right?
does everybody has a higher than 8, right?
Yeah.
Passive
One of
perception.
them, yeah,
Yeah.
passive perception. Yeah, one of them, you watch him. He's,
yeah.
he's like, you still see him.
He's laying against
other
the
one-
floor.
Yeah, he's literally like gliding against the floor. The other one, though, does anybody have higher than a 14?
Uh-huh.
I have a 14.
I have
Okay, so
17.
Friend, Durnhale, and who was the other one?
Oh no, mine's 13. Never mind.
Okay.
Hunkus, so not Friend.
No.
Durnhale and Hunkus, you see the other one also just like flat to the ground, gliding.
Which one is it?
This is the one that's gonna move up to you, Jim Jammy.
Okay, is this the one with under 12?
That's the one you can see. That's the one you
Okay.
everybody can see. Hunkus, can you put yourself in a square?
Get in a square, Chad.
Perfect.
Have you ever seen the GIF or the video of the guy where he's like, "Stop being such a," and then he draws the square in the air, and he's like, "Hunt."
Jim, the one on Jim Jammy.
I recently learned the word for square in Japanese. That's a new word for me.
Could you please share with the class?
Seihoke.
Say okay.
Okay.
Say hoboke.
Seihoke.
Nick, that's
With
insensitive.
Say okay.
the sei means like normal, which in the word of square it means all the sides are the same. So it's like a normal 4-sided thing. And the word rectangle is chohoke, which the
Okay.
cho means long.
Oh, okay.
A 16, nope, 17 to hit. Jim Jammy.
So
Damn.
is the tool that used in woodworking called a square? Is it also called that?
I'm gonna go ask Jody, but I bet she doesn't even know what it's called.
Oh, okay.
So I'll find out. I actually have a square, so just
That's a good question.
What
And
is
then a
this?
22 to hit Hunkus.
I have a 16, so anything above that hits. the
Great.
17.
I hit both of you.
Yeah, that hits me.
Sir.
I want both of you to roll a d4 for me.
Okay.
Was one of
You all see
them
that?
what was the roll on the first one?
That was a
On-
one
on
for
Jim
me.
Jammy?
I don't know if
17.
Oh, no,
Yes.
never mind. I don't think I get to know it anyway. I think I have to
Don't
do it
think you do either.
beforehand.
I
Let me
think
go.
you
Let me
do as
go
well.
look.
Can my steel defend or block from you?
Jim
Oh,
Jammy,
no.
your strength is reduced by 2, and Hunkus, your strength is reduced by 1.
No, it's after somebody succeeds on a roll. That I can do it, Sean.
What do what?
The cutting words, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's too high anyway. 17. I'm not gonna.
Well, so Jim Jammy, your strength is reduced by 2. Hunkus, your strength is reduced by 1.
How
And
do I
these
mark
guys-
that?
I did not mean to roll that. Sorry.
Oh yeah, how do you do that in D&D?
Is it
I know there's a
permanently
way.
or
It's not
temporary?
permanent. It's going to be temporary.
Just remember it then.
I know there's a way.
Strength. I'm clicking on that.
Oh, is it the statuses thing?
Jim J.
Conditions?
Click on your strength total, and then you can do an override score. And just-
Yeah. Override, score it down. That's what you want to do.
So I put mine at -1.
Does this condition have a name?
Strength drain.
Okay. Thing.
Yeah, I gotta remember to change that.
Great. That's their turn. They can't hide again. Moving on. Willie.
Alrighty. Are we hoping to bring the Zhao rear guy back up, or are we just killing him?
Great question. Make a decision.
We'll see.
Let's catch him.
Now would be a good time to catch him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna go over there and tie him up. Really secure him. Break his fingers so he can't cast spells.
Okay, so
Correct.
Willie, move your character over there.
Jump over Paku Paku, leapfrog style.
Leapfrogs.
And you're gonna spend your action tying up Zelda.
Step on.
Yeah.
And breaking
Yeah.
his finger.
Breaking
And putting a
first
gag
thing
in.
right in mouth, then we do the fingers.
Is he passed out right now or something?
No, he's just paralyzed.
He's paralyzed. He's under hold person.
He's under the
For
hold
who?
person spell.
For me.
From friend.
Oh, okay, I was like, did I just like hit him with catapult when he was just like knocked out or something?
No, he
Just
was
hit him
paralyzed.
directly in
though.
the spine. Nailed to the
This guy's having a
spine.
really fucking bad time. I'm sorry.
Great. After Willie is Turnhale.
Okay, so there's the shadows right there, cultists right there. Okay. I'm gonna do a guiding bolt on this kind of bottom left cultist.
Okay.
Go for a smack. 17 to hit.
Yep. That hits.
He'll take a lot of 17 damage.
He is turned into dust.
Skadoosh.
That guy fucking dies. Brings us to Lehman.
Okay. I'll take a couple of steps forward, look at the situation. I will go ahead and drop acid splash. Like right here.
Okay.
If you can see that between the two shadows behind them.
Can you use overlays? Do you have that option? Overlays? And then you can make like a little thingy.
We can do overlays for sure.
Yeah. Then you can show how big your acid splash is and where you want it.
What is that? Splash a square, circle.
Yeah, it's a circle. One, it is 5-foot radius. Trying to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to get it.
Oh no, you're good, Carl. We're all learning here.
Isn't this 5 foot? I'm pretty sure this is 5 foot,
Is
right?
that 5
But
foot
it
or is
says-
that 10 foot?
But when you do it, it says 5 foot is. That's 5 foot. Yeah.
Yeah, 5
That's
foot
a
is one
square.
square. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
if
it
you do a
just says
circle.
drop a 5-foot radius.
Oh, it's measuring radius. The circle is.
Oh,
Yeah,
And this
no,
this
I'm-
is
I'm
5
trying
foot
to-
radius. Yeah.
Yeah. This one I've got right here is a 5 foot radius.
Okay. So I'm basically I'm dropping it behind them so it catches the two shadows.
Nice.
Yeah. What's the save?
DC Dex save was Dex? I think it's Dex or is it Con? It's a 14, whichever it is.
One of them succeeds, one of them
Flush.
fails.
Dex 14.
One of them succeeds, one of them fails.
All right. It is 6 points.
You see that the shadows seem to, even the one that failed the save takes a little less damage than you'd expect, being non-corporeal.
Okay. Just it was an area of effect spell that I.
Ah, shit.
Um. Sorry. Okay, it doesn't link. Okay. All right.
Okay, Hunkus, you're up.
All right, I'm going to swing on that shadow right in front of me.
You got it.
Is this the swing to hit? There you go. To hit 13.
13, that hits. The
Awesome.
shadow does kind of like move around it.
Okay.
It does hit.
And that's going to be that many damage. 8 damage.
Eight damage. You see that it because it's a shadow and it like sort of like parts partially to avoid it. It doesn't hit as hard as you thought it should.
Okay. All right. And does that mean it can fall? So if I hit it with the maul, that means I can topple it.
It is immune to the prone condition.
Yeah, it's all floaty.
It's all floaty.
Yeah. Yeah. All righty. I think that's all I can do.
No problem.
Yep. I'm good.
It's now this cultist's turn. He's gonna try and come up and stop you, Willie. What have you done, Willie? You said you've broken Zelrir's fingers. What have you done?
He began to tie him up and broke his fingers
Willie?
and gagged him.
I was muted. Yes, those things. Gag, fingers, begin to tie him up. That's what I was doing. And this cultist has come over here, you say?
This cultist has come over here and has pulled out the gag and he's gonna slice your ropes. Which he
Right.
succeeds. He succeeds at
send-
slicing your rope.
I'm sending him away. I'm swapping him with friend.
With which version?
Let's see what version applies here. Might just be a general.
This is a reaction you can do?
Yes, this
Yeah,
is a
it is a
reaction.
Nice.
Oh, I guess you have one just at the top. I never read that. It just does exactly what you wanted it to.
How's
Yep.
that? Just swamp.
Yep.
how wild. We have a Jujutsu Kaisen theme going on right now.
So, friend, you were in your corner, and then suddenly you're now next to the guy you had paralyzed.
Wonderful.
Great. That's his turn. That's that guy's turn. He did manage to cut your bindings though, Willie. Unless you got him beforehand.
I'd like to say that as he was walking up, I knew he'd be trouble, and I just sent him away then.
Then he is going to take a swing on Paku Paku then. Because he'll still have his
Not
turn.
the trash can.
Actually, no, I don't think he cares about Paku Paku. I think he's
Yeah,
gonna move
right.
forward. Yeah, I think he's gonna move forward and find a more worthy target.
I would apply disadvantage on the attack anyways.
It's gonna be Durnhale. He watched Durnhale vaporize his buddy.
Noise.
He rolled it too.
Yeah, no.
So that's his turn. Bring us back to the top. Friend, you just got teleported over to the middle.
Okay. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Please leave my friends alone. Thunderwave.
Another Thunderwave. You got it. 2 con saves. 15 and 16. +1 each. 16 and 17.
Both pass. 8 damage, so 4 damage each.
Halved again to 2 because they have resistance.
Okay. Good for them.
They both take 2 points of damage. Their shadowy forms are just like flicker for a moment.
Willie, remember you still have Bardic Inspiration. I'm gonna give the last one to Hunkus. Okay. Hunkus is a good name. So Chad, that's a D6 you can add to any roll for any D20.
This guy loses his turn,
Awesome.
rolls to not be paralyzed anymore. An 18 on the die.
Good for him.
No longer paralyzed. No, listen with 1. He will. And then he's gagged. Great. Jim Jammy. Jim Jammy.
Oh, sorry, I'm muted. Can I hit that cultist that's behind me?
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm gonna just turn around and freaking whap him in the head. With my light hammer. Does a 14 hit?
It does.
Sick.
3 damage.
You just kind of like crack him in the arm. Probably broke a bone.
Boom.
Get away from my robot.
Yeah, and then my robot's gonna hit him too. Yeah.
Yeah, use the clamps.
Attack roll spell. Melee weapon attack. Your spell attack modifier to hit. Reach 5 feet. One target you can see hit. 1d8 plus PB force damage. What's PB?
Proficiency bonus.
Okay, so. So I rolled a d20. There's not like an option in there, so I'll roll that. I got an 18.
Yeah, that's gonna
I'm
hit.
assuming.
Yeah.
And then 1d8 plus.
Plus your proficiency bonus. Which right now is 3. Might be 2. Somebody tell me 2 or 3.
2.
2. So plus
So
2.
5, 6, 7.
7 plus the 3. He's dead. Paku Paku fucking kills him.
Great job, Paku Paku.
Good job, Paku.
Wonderful work.
Hell yeah.
From one robot to another. Wonderful work.
It just vibrates really fucking hard.
Synchronous kill, my friend.
It is now the Shadow's turn. They're gonna try and hide again. When I say I rolled the same things again, I mean I rolled the same things again. One of them rolled an 8, one of them rolled a 14, so the same people see the same things. That one's gonna move around. Hunkus and Jim Jammy, if you want to take attacks of opportunity on this shadow, you can.
Yeah, I will. Action, light
I will
hammer.
too.
18, dirty 20, not natural 20. 3 damage.
That only deals 1 point of damage to him.
Okay, I'll swing 2.
Okay.
Oh, wait, sorry. I did not mean to hit that. I was on the wrong thing.
I dare you.
There we go. That probably doesn't hit.
No, that does not hit.
All right. I take a blind swinging, raging swing.
This shadow is going to attack you, Willie, and this shadow is going to attack you, Darnell. Darnell, a 12. Willie, a dirty 20.
And these silvery barbs on the one on Willie.
Okay. It's
So
just a reroll.
reroll with disadvantage, and then I also give Willie advantage on his next roll.
I roll again with disadvantage, or do I
No,
just
you
roll again?
you just roll again and use the lower.
11 now, Willie.
Ooh, an 11 does not hit.
And then Willie, you
Um,
have advantage on your next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
That's my shadow's turn. That's my shadow's turn. Willie, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna pull out the trident and take a stab at the shadow. Which I have advantage on, don't I?
Yes.
Oh boy. That is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Or D10, 5, total 9 damage. And I'm going to use a bonus action to try and knock him prone.
He's
Or
new
wait.
to the prone condition.
Prone. All right, so let's take the damage.
He takes half the damage that you'd expect him to. So 5.
Yeah.
They are not corporeal. They are shadows.
Yeah.
You are literally fighting the shadows.
Makes sense. I agree with it. I do not, Sean, this is me. I'm not complaining. I think that is fair and justified.
Yeah. The other one misses Durnhale, and we move on to Durnhale.
Hell yeah. So I got the shadow right here. Gonna cast Word of Radiance, and he needs to make a con saving throw of 15.
He failed. I got a 7.
He takes 5 radiant.
He actually takes 10. And is turned, like, his shadowy form is, like, cast away. It didn't have enough hit points. They are vulnerable to radiant damage.
Classic.
They don't like the light, guys.
Classic light, guys.
Brings us to Lehman. I'm not there yet. Go ahead and move. Yeah.
Yeah.
Going to be which one was 8 to hide?
It is.
Oh,
this
they
one.
both attacked, right? So I don't think they're in
They're
hiding
no longer
anymore.
hidden. Yeah. They did both attack. They hide at the start of their turn to try and get advantage.
Okay. There's only one left, anyways.
There is only one left, anyways, and that was the one that was 8 on top of the pack.
Okay. Awesome. I will go ahead and cast Sacred Flame on him. As an
Great.
Astral Wolf, that is the spell I took.
Great.
It is a Dex saving throw, difficulty 14.
I rolled a 13.
13. So he fails and will take D8 points of damage. 7 points.
14 points of radiant damage.
Yep.
He's dead. That one also goes up in a bout of radiant light. Leaving just Zelrir, who is bound and gagged. I guess he surrenders. Guess he doesn't really have much he can do. Uncas, do you have anything you want to do on your turn?
I'm good. I'm not going to kill the guy if we're not going to kill him. So,
Friend,
gonna
do
take
you
him
have
back.
anything you want to do?
Yeah, I approach him.
Okay.
And I kind of sit him up. All right. Well, good fight. That's me.
He's going to spend his turn to try and escape.
I'm
He failed.
gonna.
He failed real bad. He tries to slip his bonds, and you hear something pop in his shoulder, and he goes, "Ah!" And then now initiative's over. As he dislocates his shoulder. So you have him bound. You have 2 others bound. As you guys sort of like look around, you like to the dust and cloak of the one that Durnhale dusted in the middle is blown away as the sickly green runic circle like flickers and flashes with more light. Suddenly, after the bright glow, you guys like those of you with eyes that you need to hide, you like hide your eyes for the moment. All of the glow dims as smoke rises from the center of the runic circle. It gathers in the center of the chamber where it coalesces into an apparition of an emaciated skull with one glowing green eye. Good news, Zelrir. Though your efforts have been disappointing, you have brought me new points of interest. The like glowing green eye of the apparition looks at each one of you individually, and you all have this like deep coded fear. You are currently in the presence of something far more powerful than you. It's a lot of Jujutsu Kaisen actually discussions. It's that scene where when Sukuna is there and like nobody moves. You're terrified that if you move and are noticed, you will just be annihilated.
And presence of an absolute terrifying aura.
Yeah, terrifying aura, terrifying, like pure evil. This guy he does not have value for life.
Also, like a Hunter x Hunter reference too, with like the
Yeah.
men and how they, yep.
Yes. There is great potential here. May we meet again? But until then, I have my eye on you. The smoke fizzles away into streaks of shadow that climbs into each corner of the room. But before it hits the room, each like strand of shadow passes through each of your torsos. In all of your heads, you hear a whispered scream as the shadow fades.
No.
I want all of you, if you can, in game, so that I can see it. Roll a d6 for me, or a d20. What do you want to? No, let's do a d100. D100 roll.
Can we do
Oh,
that?
it's only for odds
I
or
see it.
evens. It's only for odds or evens. I'm just making it as big as possible.
Okay.
D100 roll for odds or evens. Oh my god.
brother, are you fucking kidding me right now? Holy shit! What are the
Rolling for
odds?
magic
A
items.
1 in
One
100,
in
dude.
100.
Same as the rest of y'all's rolls, I guess. Actually,
One in
didn't. Never
100.
mind. It's not that impressive when you think about it that way. Fuck.
What are the odds, brother? One, two, three, four. I need Willie and
I-
Durnhale.
77?
I don't see your 77. No.
No, I don't see it either. You might have rolled it to yourself.
Yeah, you can choose to roll to everyone or to yourself.
There's
That's
like a
fine.
little-
77 works, but
Whoa, that's way funnier.
That's so fucking good.
it's the same thing. It gives you the same thing, a 1 and a 77.
Okay.
There's
It's
no
just
there's
funny
no
to see
difference.
a 100 and a 1 roll.
And a 1, yeah. Okay, so Hunkus. So even. You get a charm of the Eldritch Eye. And I'm gonna can you look that up? See if you can have it in your inventory. I'm curious. And then who had an odd? Jim Jammy and Carl. Anybody that rolled an even. So Hunkus and Friend. Durnhale, I don't have one for you. Did you roll Math Rocks? What did you roll?
Oh no, I rolled it to myself. 78.
78. So Hunkus, Friend, and Durnhale, look up Charm of the Eldritch Eye. See if you can put that in your inventory or something. Charm of the Eldritch Eye.
No, there's an Eldritch
Not
Claw
seeing that.
tattoo.
No. It's a charm.
There's a mask charm.
There are some items that you got to make custom.
I might have to make that for you guys. So those of you that I just said get Charm of the Eldritch Eye. It's a supernatural gift charm. You can cast Clairvoyance as an action without using a spell slot and requiring no material components. Once used 3 times, the charm vanishes. Everybody else that rolled odds gets the Charm of the Creeping Hand. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack roll using a weapon or an unarmed strike, you can infuse your strike with life-stealing energy. Your attack deals an extra D10 necrotic damage, and you gain 5 temporary hit points. Once used 5 times, the charm vanishes. You all, as you stand here in this chamber, feel like you're being watched. Just have the unshakable feeling that you are constantly being watched.
It's like that first time you kill somebody in Oblivion, and then it says evil forces are watching, and then you're visited by the Brotherhood.
I just
Brotherhood.
I made a custom item called Charm of the Eldritch Eye, and I gave myself 3 of them. And the note says cast Clairvoyance.
Great.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I see where I can do that. I'm gonna do that too.
Very cool. Very cool. Right. You have this guy bound up. You have Zarir bound up, and you have the 2 cultists bound up, and 1 chamber you guys never looked into. Friend goes over to that chamber. Crooked shelves filled with books and scrolls stand against the wall in the center of the room. Oh, let me clear it. Yeah. Reveal all. In the center of the room is a square table covered in scribbled notes and ink-stained parchments. You see that on the parchments, Zarir, your captive, has been trying to find ways to magically siphon secrets from an individual soul. Early experiments reduced volunteers to piles of necrotic sludge, which were disposed of in the nearby sewerage.
That makes sense.
Mm.
The cultists here are but one sect of many that have infiltrated Central City. The other sects have chosen different areas of the city's catacombs as their respective hideout. You also find a trapped lockbox.
It's trapped?
You can tell that it's trapped. Yeah.
This is trapped. I hand it to Jim Jammy. You know how to do things.
Yeah. I do have my thieves' tools. What kind of roll would I make for that?
Sleight of
Just
hand.
sleight of hand. Oh yeah, I'm really good at that. Well, why'd I have to fucking say something?
Make me a DC 13 con save, Jim Jam.
Actually,
I was right next to it. I wasn't actually moving all over the place, so. Do I
that's
also
good.
need to make a save?
Nope, it's just him.
Okay.
You save. You take half damage of 10. You take 5 points of necrotic damage as the trap sucks a little bit of your soul away.
Oh,
The old
that's
But
soul
something you never
suck.
feel.
Inside the box are 2 greater healing potions.
I just no, I'm kidding.
Good to have.
2 greater healing potions for you.
I will put one of these in my pocket. You said what kind of healing potions?
Greater.
Greater. Yeah, I'm gonna throw one of these in my bag. I could sell it for my family shop. I look around the room.
I'm assuming Willie is dragging Zelrier.
Willie. Willie has to be around to do that. Willie.
I'm throwing him over my shoulder and hauling him along like a sack of potatoes.
Can you drag both of you at the same time?
Trevor, you should give them both to Paku
You can do,
Paku.
like-
Then you can just
you can
have
do-
him give them to people.
Very true. Okay, Paku Paku, open up. I kick him, and his fucking just top of his head opens up.
Don't forget to get your other 2 cultists.
Friends, did you finish writing down your secret?
Yes, friend, we did.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, do we find any like loose treasures off these dead bodies of the cultists we did kill?
The only thing in each one of their pockets, you pull out another desiccated eye.
Ooh, I want to go through Zelmir's pockets. What do you
Zelrier also only has a desiccated eye.
That's all you carry? That's all you have?
We-
All this
We
work.
we give all to the Whispered One.
What do you give him?
Yep,
Crumbs?
that's a cult.
Right.
Give Trevor write down Book of Secrets.
Book of cultist secrets.
They don't even
Uh,
got like regular ass health potions in here.
What?
That item.
It's your son.
Oh wait, yeah,
You
they
guys-
do. Find it.
You guys, leave the dungeon. I assume you go the long way and not through the sewerage.
Yeah.
Peanut butter
Yeah.
jelly the long way.
Peanut butter jelly the long way.
Yeah, we don't go through
Um,
the booze factory.
You guys make it back up into Central City, carrying your cultists. You do sort of attract a crowd as you guys make your way to the gates of the palace. You're stopped by 2 guards who like put their pikes down and they go, "Halt! Who approaches the king's castle?"
I just
Friends,
flashed my
We're not bringing them to like a guard outpost or something.
Oh, you could. I guess I
Or like
skipped
a
a step.
precinct.
We could do that. We can take it to like a barracks.
Yeah.
Great.
Wherever it is, we're supposed to turn in whatever evidence.
You
we
bring it.
find.
You bring it to like where you guys usually get paid and stuff. Sort of the same thing happens. You're sort of like a crowd follows you with your like arrested cultists. They don't look like they've seen sunlight in a while.
Hey,
You make
we
it.
got these guys practicing the wrong religion.
You make it to the precinct, and your like precinct captain's like, "Oh, you found some of the cultists. Wonderful, wonderful. We have orders to bring these directly to the castle. So follow me. He like gets 3 or 4 like proper city guards to like 4 corners your crew, and marches you guys back to the castle. Nobody stops you this time in this reality. A badge is shown, the gate is lifted, and you're all brought into a very, for some of you, probably the finest chamber you've ever been in. Plush couches. The 3 cultists are put in proper like chains and dragged away. And you're like a nice like human butler, like literally an Alfred type, looks at you and goes, "Please have a seat. The lord of the castle will be with you shortly. I will have some refreshments brought post haste. Please make yourselves comfortable." It's like palatial, sort of like greenhouse type room, a lot of plants, comfy seating arrangements, some little coffee tables, like a glass ceiling so that like natural light pours in. Very pretty. A moment later, not a moment later, but like a little while later, you guys do wait for probably 15-20 minutes. The butler comes back in and goes, "His Majesty King Liam of Rumagar," and a probably late 30s, shit, my math rocks. Late 30s individual, very muscular, scarred in places individual, but he like wears like purple velvet cloak, very rich attire, very comfortable individual. He walks in and sits down and with like just this big smile on his face, just a smile, like the kind of guy that smiles big with like a big bushy mustache. And he sits down, and what was nobody sat in this chair. It was obviously the king's chair. He sits down in his chair and he goes, "So you're the adventurers that brought me some cultists. Nobody else has been able to bring me cultists, and you bring me some cultists. Well done, all. Alfred, make sure you bring me the chest needed for these individuals. You'll have to tell me everything. Tell me who these guys are, who they work for."
Vecna.
Who?
Ancient Lich.
We don't like those.
Yeah,
We don't like those.
pretty bad stuff.
We don't like those. Liches. Our kingdom, some of the, I don't think most of you are from here. Our kingdom has a torrid history with necromancy. We try as best we can to distance ourselves from it at almost all costs. Well, you have done my city and my kingdom a great service. I hope we can count on you in the future.
This is my charge.
Wonderful, wonderful. The old like butler comes in carrying a big old chest. The king takes it and puts it on to the ground. He pulls it open and he looks at counts how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Starts pulling out stacks of gold coins. Clink, clink, and individual little bags he puts. He puts in an individual coin pouches. He puts 150 gold coins for each of you and hands it out.
Yes. We'll accept it.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, I hope this is but the beginning of a very fruitful relationship between us and the head of state and you fledgling adventurers. I see that many of you probably are wanderers, but I hope you find a home here in Central City. Please, if there's anything we can do for you, it would be a pleasure of mine to see you grow and help out my city. If what you say is true, then there is much work to be done here.
Hey, Majesty, if I could say one thing before I go.
Of course, what's your name, young man?
Jim?
Jim. And do you have a family named Jim?
Jammies?
Jamie. Is your father Dick Jammy?
No, we call him Cheddars. We call him Chad.
No, but that's the gnome, right?
Yeah.
You know, you're like your father, like the one that gave birth to you. Dick
yeah.
Jammies?
Yeah. Yeah.
Your father was a courageous fighter. I remember seeing him on the battlefield when I was but a youth.
That's awesome, man. I never saw him personally.
You have a great lineage to live up to, Jim. What can I do for you?
You should definitely go check out my other dad at our shop called Cheddar's Better Buy.
Cheddar's Better Buy. I'll have one of my servants look into it, see if there's any purchases that the crown can make there, Jim.
Oh my goodness, my lord. Thank you so much. Holy smokes.
He gives you like a just solid clap on the back, just like you kind of stumble forward a little bit. He goes, I love the small businesses in my kingdom.
Holy crap. We love that. We love to hear that. We'll put up posters of you in the shop and everything.
Until next time. Fare thee well, fare thee well.
Yes,
and
my lord.
He gets up and walks away. Great. That's this little adventure, guys. That's this little like intro. There's cults everywhere. What are you gonna do about it?
I love it.
Get to cult hunting.
Get to cult hunting, guys. We're gonna dive into some montage of cult hunting.
Be a montage.
We're gonna montage some cult hunting because it's literally what you just did over and over and over again.
Yeah.
You walk into a catacomb, they're gonna run down the next, cut to next episode. Cultist hideout found in random place in city. Enter cult hideout. Fight random undead. Find ritual happening in some way, shape, or form. Killing, capture goobers. Rinse, repeat.
Rinse, repeat. We're the
Rinse,
cult
repeat
busters.
for XP.
Cult busters.
I put every single one of these eyeballs on a big string. I just have
Each one of them has one. Each cultist has one of those designated eyeballs. You get a pretty large collection.
Have you ever seen garlic hanging in a pantry? It's like that, but with eyeballs. Cultists, pocket eyeball. I got
awesome.
200 of them.
Right. So there's quite a bit of downtime in between cult hunting, cult busting.
Cult busters.
Does anybody have specific downtime activities that they'd like to engage with?
Yes.
I have ideas.
I've got ideas too, so I'll let people kind of brainstorm from here for a little bit.
Okay, David gets his. David, I know, has 5. David has 5 separate things he wants to do.
Yeah.
We're gonna watch David's first thing happen. David, put up the slideshow.
It's not super it's not fancy. Okay, first of all, let's manage some expectations here. Didn't even add pictures to it. Should have used Dan's AI porn thing that he makes all his D&D content. in.
Not only his
Or-
D&D content stuff, but like he makes yeah. Anyways, never mind.
For his students.
Yeah.
What
All right.
happened, game?
First thing, we're gonna pretend to be a mage. All right, just for shits and giggles. Willie breaks into the Central City Wizard Tower and pretends to be a mage. He just uses his barbarian strength as a way to sort of demonstrate magical ability. He does fuck up though, gets caught, and they figured out, oh, something's weird with your weave. And that's probably why you can do the swapping thing. And then, while they are observing me, I break into the milk fridge and I drink all the milk. And then they're done with my shit. They kick me out.
That's David's first downtime
Shouldn't
arc.
have,
He does a
shouldn't
little
have
some
robbed
mage
that milk
stuff.
fridge, bro.
Rob that milk fridge. You know,
Okay.
milk.
What's everybody else doing? What's anybody else doing? Any fun things
I
they want
missed-
to do?
I missed how much gold we got. You like cut out on
You
my
got
end.
125 gold, buddy.
Holy moly. Okay. Awesome.
And you'll right now
I had the
say you
five.
have like a decent amount of gold because every time you guys clear a cult hideout, you get more gold. So don't like
Yeah, I was
worry
scratching my head
about
at that.
gold right now.
Right.
Like you'll have an accumulation. If you want to do something, I will tell you if like you hit a wall of funds.
I'm gonna live with Jim Jam.
Okay.
Um,
Friend moves in with Jim Jammy in the shop.
I also would request that he upgrade my armor capabilities. Currently, I'm in like a leather armor, basically. It's the
Okay.
equivalent of what I have, right? And he's an artificer, so
Dude, could we invest some time to possibly turning my construct into like a little mech for him?
What?
For a friend, my little construct. Could he just be like a mobile suit for friend? Mobile suit Jim Jammy?
I'm confused at what you want to do.
Me
You have
too.
your little buddy. You have your little buddy. You have your gonk droid, right? You are, as Trevor, are able to control what that does, right?
But
If you
Evangelion.
give that to friend, I'll let you like seed the abilities to friend, but then you
So-
can't control it anymore.
It'd be better if I was an armor smith to actually do armor.
yeah,
For you.
yeah,
You
yeah.
want to just trade to Armor Smith? You have the downtime.
I don't know how I do that in practice with my character though. In the
You're gonna take your gonk droid and you're gonna break him apart and make him into armor.
changing my artificer archetype.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd fuck with that.
But then you should also build yourself a set of armor, and then you build yourself a set of armor and use what you learn to advance my armor as well.
Yeah, I get that. Okay, but how in D&D Beyond? Looking at my,
You
what
just
am I
go to
gonna have
edit
do?
character. You go to edit character.
Go to
and
builders at the
Manage,
top
where's
corner.
that? Edit. Okay. Artificer.
And you just change
And then under
the thing.
Artificer subclass you'll choose. Should we go
Makes
ahead and level
sense.
ourselves up, Sean?
Armor.
We'll be leveling. Yeah, we're gonna level today. Go ahead and move yourselves up to level 10 so that you can start looking at it. Well, it's like a general. It's a. You know, we're gonna do some downtime and we're gonna do some montages and we're gonna do some downtime. We're gonna do some montages. Until you are heroes of Central City. That's where we're gonna start the campaign at. This was like a little taste, little setup. And then you'll be heroes of Central City instead of like working your way. You know, I felt like last campaign we spent a lot of the campaign being like, "Who the fuck are you guys?" Very like outs. Keeper Co was very like outsiders, like underdog ragtag outsiders. We're gonna be this time. If I'm gonna call you the Cult Busters for right now. The Cult Busters are heroes of the realm. You are well known, well loved, beloved by the people, beloved by the powers that be. No more like asking power for something and then being like, no. You ask for something and most people will say, you know, you say jump, most people are going to say how high.
Look at him and be like, no, you don't ask how high, you jump and hope it's high enough.
You better hope we like it.
Yeah.
Change your strength score back, by the way.
Yes, change
That
it.
affected.
Change sure. It's good call, Trevor. Good call, Trevor.
Yeah.
I knew Carl saw shadows and was like, I'm staying back here.
Yeah.
You said we did level up?
Yeah, we're gonna level up to 10. Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna level up to 10.
Oh, we're leveling
So
up.
are we like doing like 5 arcs basically? Because that's what you did with the PowerPoint.
Yeah, you can. You just do whatever your heart. That's what David needed to feel happy with this.
Okay.
Do whatever you need to feel happy. It's not. We've never done a campaign that like. I know we did this at level 3. Technically, the campaign starts at 10.
So we are.
So you're
starting at 10.
already. Yeah, we're starting at 10. You know. Do whatever you need to do to have a character realized for yourself that is a hero already. You are walking in to this adventure an established hero. And we're gonna go from 10 to 20. That's in case anybody is like wondering, we're gonna go from 10 to 20.
Hell yeah.
So there will be more growing. You're a hero of, you know, Central City right now. By the end of it, you're going to be a multiplanar hero. Your names will be known throughout the multiverse. I think for us, I think a good way to put it is these characters, if these are the characters that make it all the way to the end, they will be more famous than Curiosity. Where Curiosity is very famous on this plane, these characters will be more famous than that.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Where Keeper Co, nobody knows who the fuck they are. They were the Suicide Squad. Right. So Jim Jam.
I was gonna say, I imagine a good part of Lehman's first part of his arc is him like becoming a diviner, where he actually goes out and tracks down Tuffsley.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, you go out to the keep on the borderline. So Lehman does a little trip out to the edge of Rumagarian territory. Does anybody go with Lehman? Or is this a solo adventure?
I would go.
Uncas goes. Great.
I think I would tag along too.
Durnhale goes. Great. Little cohort heads out to the keep on the borderland. Lehman, you meet with the Grand Diviner. Garf. Garf seems quite obsessed his tower is covered in like map. It's that one meme of Charlie Day from It's Always Sunny with the like pins and lines. Because Garf's trying to find Keeper Co. and has been yet to find certain, like there's a pin in the Goblands because Garf has found Zell. There's a pin in Central City because Garf has found Herrick. But like Chad's missing. Or Dan's missing. Sorry, Chad. Dan's missing. He's just such a Chad. Dan is such a Chad. My
Yeah.
brain, that was what my brain did there. Dan still missing. Chad's character is also still missing. So yeah, Garf is a little insane. Garf has gone a little bit insane trying to find his friends, but is able to help Lehman learn the power of divinity. You, Lehman, you do get a bit of a what's the word I'm looking for? A respect for the knowing mistress. You don't have to be like a cleric or a follower, but like you understand that like that is her domain. Knowledge is her domain.
Yep. He's and unlike the followers of Vecna, he doesn't treat it as secret knowledge.
Yes.
Knowledge is knowledge. People should, if they want to know something, they should be able to know it.
Hunkus is very like not really necessarily learning at with Garf, but is very interested in the library. Hunkus probably spends quite a bit of time with Benny. My friend, it is wonderful to meet you. You'll have to tell me all about all of your adventures, my friend. He does run your pockets for 10 gold at one point. Don't worry about that. You don't have to write that down, but Benny does steal 10 gold from like everybody. And an eye. If any of you guys have one of those desiccated eyes, he takes one of those too. Great. Okay. Lehman does some learning out at the Keep of the Borderland with Garf. Well, what else does anybody else do? Jim Jammy and Friend are like Jim Jammy's becoming an armor smith and it is upgrading Friend. Durnhale, Hunkus.
Besides going out with Lehman, Durnhale will also be working with the Temple, the Lawbringer, but also doing some stuff on the side for the Temple of, it was the Temple of the Open Hand, right? Was that it? Or Astral Self?
The Way of the Astral Self.
Yeah, because that's technically what he's part of.
Yeah,
So,
you're part of
yeah.
the Way of the Astral Self. So every once in a while, Durnhale disappears to go do space cop things as solo space cop adventures for a little while. Hunkus.
I am a soldier, and I am dedicated to continue being a soldier. Like that's like my full-time job.
There's no wars, so you just spend a lot of. I guess Hunkus is the one actually chasing down like cult leads. Hunkus is the one that keeps bringing everybody back together to be like,
I guess
I found one, guys.
I'm still working for the city, so yeah, I would be like the connection. Yeah.
Hunkus is the one that like puts out the call every time a cult is found and is like, come on back, guys, come on back. Great.
Yeah.
So that's our first little downtime. Hunkus brings everybody back together. And you guys go clear out another cult hideout. Brings us back to Willie. Willie.
All right. The Missing Brother arc. Okay. I'm interested in the weave thing that all the wizards told me about. So I go back to my hometown of Stratlam. All right. This is the same town that Eddie was from. Right now, it has lots of bird people doing tourism. Right? Big tourist town for bird people. Willie, is at the seed store with his parents, who are humans, and he's handing out the seeds. He learns he was found on a river with his brother, but his brother was stolen from their home shortly after the adoption. Willie was out fishing when it happened, with his dad. Magical constructs were involved by Bane constructs. Willie then leaves to go on a quest to find his brother, ends up at a farm up the river. There's a mad minotaur there that is a half dead machine teleporting around at Mach fuck. Willie manages to land a killing blow by pretending to swap with it. Find a secret lab underneath. There you go. There's an arc.
That was sick. I love
Nice.
that.
He takes all of you with him for that, by the way. all of you
Friend had
are
a
there
wonderful
for that
time.
adventure.
What? Speaking of that, friend is making note of any teleportation circles he ever sees and has them in a book because he knows it.
You can have one. There's one in the Knowing Mistresses temple, and there's one in this last time you brought cultists back. You ask about it, and Alfred escorts you to the one in the greenhouse area, the guest teleportation circle for the castle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not inside every point of defense, but it's past the first nobody shall enter point of entry. Those are the only two right now. Those are the only two that you would have seen. Great. Jim Jammy, what are you doing? What are you doing now? You become an armor smith?
Yeah.
What do you want to do with your downtime now, buddy?
I think I'm just working on some just really big projects for the family workshop. After trying to build a bunch of hype and advertising for the shop to kind of maintain its own steady income, so I can literally just leave my daddy Cheddars just at home to just do his thing, just hang out and sell stuff and talk to people.
What do you
while I
want
go
to
heal.
roll on? Do you want to roll on making some grand big invention that brings everybody in, or making an advertising campaign that brings everybody?
I think I'd rather make the thing that would bring everybody. I think that's something that I've been working on since
Make me a tinkering check.
Okay. I'm still leveling or still doing my guy. Let me just do this.
Use your math rocks.
Okay.
I need to roll my HP.
Tinkering. Where would that be at?
Intelligence plus proficiency bonus.
That's trying to cop up a intelligence. Oh, that's a save.
No, that's the same though. You have intelligence saves. Oh no, nice. D20, perfect. You love to see
A
that.
fucking natural 20. Plus
You make the perfect thing. You make it. What do you make,
so
Jim Jamie?
29.
What do you make, Jim Jamie?
I think honestly, I would like to construct a little mobile suit. A little
what?
set of armor. A little set of armor that you could put on it. Helps you with heavy construction tasks.
Exoskeleton?
Oh, an exoskeleton. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Skeleton, thank you.
Yeah. Great. People come in. Your shop becomes the exosuit shop. All of the laborers come in and get them. Quickly, you become not only selling them but repairing them. Because they do degrade with heavy work.
Yeah.
Purposefully, by the way, you made it so that there was you didn't just buy one and you never came back.
And unless you're smart enough to know how to work on it on yourself. But that's a lot of engineering that goes
That's a
into it.
lot of engineering. So you create a constant influx of new purchases and upkeep, and the shop thrives.
Remember, you
Friend,
have
To see
to
local growth happen too, though.
remember you have
would
to
like to see
roll. You have to add your rolled HP in, guys.
Yes.
Remember that, because otherwise you'll be way low on HP.
And you'll die.
It bumped me up to 62 from like 30 something.
Yeah, so you need to roll 7 more times and add that amount to whatever you had on rolled HP before.
God, what is my hit dice that I roll? Is it a
D8,
D8?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
How many times do we gotta do it?
7.
Friend, what do you do? What are you up to?
So I'm gonna get my armor advanced by this man. What does that do for me?
You just get what kind of armor do you want?
I don't know what can I wear. I think I can wear light armor, and that's it.
If you can only wear light armor, find the heaviest light armor. Jim Jammy, this is going to be Jim Jammy has spent his downtime this time, friend. So circle back to upgrading your armor. What else do you want to do? And then next time we will, or no, we spent last time upgrading your armor. And
Yeah.
So Jim Jammy, roll me another tinkering check.
I can't find where it says what I'm proficient in armor. Yeah, it's just light armor. Here it is.
Another tinkering check.
Another tinkering check, please.
Plus
Oh.
4.
Crazy.
20.
Crazy good.
7.
Friend, you don't get new armor. Jim Jammy makes it so that you can add your charisma bonus to your AC.
Damn.
Oh, so
That's what I'm going to give you.
I have no armor on, but I can add my charisma bonus.
Yes, that is what I'm going to give you.
Sick.
I
Really
think
good
that's
with Jim
I think
Crafton.
that's a good I think that's a good tinker.
Too handsome to punch.
I think I just
Um,
got really good at. I'm starting to work on these different kinds of fields, right? Using these different kind of
these like
gems and
electro
hertz and
fields. Yeah.
frequencies. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I do know what you're saying. Durnhale, what are you up to?
Besides the secret missions and
Yep.
all that good stuff.
Any self-growth things I think is a good thing.
I think with all of the secret missions and then all the clearing out of stuff, he would kind of be learning anything he could about occult stuff, and kind of tying into one of the ability or the feats that I got. He would use that to there it is. From one of the places he would pick up kind of an eldritch invocation.
Okay, great.
So Eyes of the Runekeeper. So he can now read everything.
You can read everything. Love that. Love that. Hunkus, what are you up to while you are chasing down leads?
So I actually, when I was leveling up, I actually took Eldritch Adept, so I get a mage armor.
Great.
Yeah. So I guess that the charm that I've been carrying this whole time has given me like some Eldritch Adeptness. Yeah. So, but yeah. And then I'm still just being a soldier. Am I ranking up in the soldiers?
You
As a soldier?
are. Yeah.
How about that?
You were a private, and now let's say you're a sergeant right now.
All righty. I'll say that.
Let's say you're a sergeant right now. And then Lehman.
We still have this whole thing of we've got the whispering in the background kind of thing going on,
Yep.
right?
Between each one of these, like where I'm talking to each of you, you clear a cult. You clear a cult.
Okay. but we still have the feeling like, oh, he's still watching us.
Yeah, that's a great question. You do all still like when you're laying down to go to bed, you feel like somebody's watching you. When you're like walking down the street and there's like an alleyway, you're like, oh fuck, no. You do constantly feel like you're being watched.
Okay. He is going to start trying to see what he can learn about this. The what is known about Vecna.
About Vecna? That's
Yeah.
a tough question. I'm gonna send you on that adventure. Go ahead and make me I think a history check. I think it's like or an investigation. You need to like be looking through books and like find the right books.
Okay. Which fits with the sage background.
Yeah. Less about knowing it already and more finding the right books and scrolls to tell you what you need to know.
Okay. I picked Warcaster early on, so okay. Not going to learn a whole lot, but
15. But I think what I think of 15 will give you find at least one right book that lets you know that Vecna is a entity from a different plane. Vecna did not originate here in Aronia here during the Elysian Empire when necromancy was at its height on this plane. Vecna is much older and from a different plane of existence.
okay. All right. That's
right.
going to guide me for my next time.
Back to Willie. Willie, this is sort of like 0.5. Willie, I want you to do, I think, your next one and the one after.
Alrighty.
I'm pretty sure this next, if I remember correctly, this next slide is like a continuation.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a continuation. So everybody's all still here for this.
Yeah, party's still all here. So we had the secret. We find this entrance to a secret lab. We go down into the secret lab. We find cow-human hybrids everywhere, like in tanks and different stages of different percents. Weird arcane devices, rainbow-colored milk. There is a farmer mad scientist who calls Willie the one who got away. Almost perfect, except for the need to clap. The entire project, the goal of the project is to make a teleporting ox for moving cargo. Farmer's not a fighter. The fight is quick. Willie burns the lab. I imagine here, if we're looking for teleportation circles, there are probably a couple little unique ones down here.
Yeah, sure. You can have a teleportation circle in the burned ruins of the farmer's basement, friend. Outside, it's outside Stratlam, which is that port town that you guys went to as Curiosity several times.
After this, Willie becomes depressed, develops a milk addiction, starts drinking a lot of milk. After that, the party intervenes to sort of, they hold an intervention. Willie spends 5 months in rehab, lifting weights and communing with nature.
There we go.
All right, that's where Willie's at.
Willie is. You guys send Willie to rehab for his milk addiction. Jim J. Jimothy.
Jimithus is here.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You're
What's
probably
the-
like at this point. You're like
What's with the environment?
7th level. You've like you're established in the city, but still like you're just like local heroes.
Yeah, that's nice.
But you've sort of like you've solved the problems of your shop. Things are going well. The king has ordered you know what, actually, Jim, I'm going to actually pause right here. I'm going to say at this point, King Jacob, third of his name, protector of the realm, dies and leaves King Liam sole king. There's a grand funeral that happens. Many come out, tears in the eyes, wailing in the streets. The bells toll for the death of a king. Many stances of "the king is dead, long live the king." But beyond that, King, newly crowned Soul King Liam orders for each soldier one of your exosuits, Jimothy. So you're busy. You and your father are busy beavers making those suits, making those exosuits.
And now we're going through the existential crisis of realizing we're making war gear.
Yep.
And we start putting our hands on our hips and we're going, huh. We just look at each other. Oof. Pretty heavy steps we're taking here, Pop. Oh man. All right. Well, I'm glad the shop's got money now, but I mean, morally speaking, I don't know how I feel about all this. I mainly wanted to purpose these guys for helping people set in new communities and upkeeping impoverished ones, you know? Like things could make a huge difference for smaller towns too, you know? People that don't have the strength to necessarily do all the heavy lifting. It's just like, huh. Makes you think. Well, and he's gonna sit on that thought and he's gonna have to fulfill the order at this point.
The Alfred shows up with a big chest of gold, platinum actually, the amount they ordered. Yeah. Great. Anything else, Jimothy?
No.
Okay. Friend, anything you're up to?
Hi. I'm trying to. Is there a list of all the simple weapons? I think I'll get good with a short sword. That's a simple weapon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get good with a short sword as I've taken the defensive duelist feat.
Cool. Do you need proficiency with it? Or
Yeah,
do you
I
already
have
it?
proficiency with all simple weapons, right? So
Okay. Do you want a martial weapon? You could. I'll if you could take the downtime to learn proficiency
Oh, can I
with a
learn
single
to have
martial weapon.
proficiency with a rapier? That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Take,
want to do
yeah,
that.
take this time to learn proficiency with a rapier, buddy.
Awesome. Yeah. I'm gonna do that then.
Great, friend. Friend, you go and spend some time with Uncas and in the training grounds of the soldiers, and Uncas teaches you how to wield a martial weapon. Uncas, I'm actually going to turn to you. While helping friend out, you are provisioned with an exosuit. You have advantage on all athletics and acrobatics checks. As long as you have this exosuit
from one
on.
of the exosuits that a gym made.
Yep.
That's sick.
No, it's got custom stuff like paint job and certain aesthetics to it.
Got like moons on it.
I want like
Yeah,
a flaming
that's sick.
steak on the side.
Oh.
Flaming bunny rabbits on the side.
If you ever roll a 1 on either of those checks, the exosuit will break and you will have disadvantage until it's fixed. But
So I already have advantage on athletics, so I just add it to my acrobatics now.
You have advantage on athletics when you're raging. Oh no, you're a fighter.
Yeah.
Why do you have advantage on athletics always?
I don't know. I just have it.
Okay.
It might be a Minotaur thing.
It might be a Minotaur thing.
I don't think it is, but yeah, then I guess you just get athletics. But if you roll a 1 on either, the exosuit will break and it's limiting, and you'll have disadvantage until Jimothy fixes it. Right, Turnhale.
I think he'll also take some time, learn some weaponry.
Cool.
Because it's more than just simple.
Which weapon will you pick?
I think I'm looking right now, but I think maybe Morning Star.
Cool. You go join Hunkus and friends. That we just got a nice little training arc over there going on. Lehman.
At this point, we're starting to get into the level 7, 8, 9 kind of thing.
Yes. Yes, we
He
are.
is now actually starting to talk with Durnhale more about the whole organization that's dealing with the multiverse. As an Astral Elf, he's completely familiar with it. He's much older than most elves would think he'd be.
Yep.
And he is now he's like, if this thing is watching us, we need to start preparing for what's coming, because we are going to be reaching a point where its attention is going to turn away from just paying attention to us, to actually interacting. So he's starting to show more interest in that, and he's coming at it from very much from an arcane caster perspective, as it were.
Okay. Is there any check you would like to make? 'Cause right now, it just seems like you're preparing, and you can just do that. I don't see you looking for any specific information or making specific preparation.
I mean, he's kind of doing that. He's testing out, like, he's picked up like non-detection a while ago, because that's like a what, 3rd level thing, and
It didn't shake the feeling, but like you
he's
also
totally-
don't think you're actually being like divined on in the standard way.
No, and I absolutely had no expectation that would actually be effective.
Lehman, have you tried to throw away your charm?
I'm gonna say yes.
It
Yeah,
reappears. It
And
reappears
at some point,
very
like
rapidly. Yeah.
later on that day, he reaches in his pouch
Yeah.
to grab some coins and fucking
Precisely. And if anybody else has tried to get rid of their charms, very much the same thing has happened. You have found it in a pocket, in like your dresser, like it just reappears in your possession later that day.
There is one thing he'd check. Do
Which
I
is?
get a sense of what happens when we use these up?
When they run out of charges,
Yeah.
you have no idea. You have no idea what happens when they run out of charges.
I will think about that, and that might be the thing that we start off with at 10th level.
Okay. Yep. Because we're gonna do one more of these. This is the last one, and then next it'll be 10th level. Yeah, 10th level. So last slide, Willie. Last slide. This is 10th level Willie. He ended his stream. Hilarious.
It was the wrong button. It was the wrong button.
He dies, guys. He's actually not playing Willie.
The trial. All right. One day, guard shows up to Willie's apartment. Willie's arrested for killing the farmer. The defense argues it was animal abuse. Willie takes a stand and gives a moving speech about how he had humanoid
Wow.
rights and how avenging his brother was justified. During the trial, the party goes back to the farm, finds a group of mercenaries delivering a batch of humans to be used as experiments. The party takes some of the victims and mercenaries back, but are too late for the trial. Jury split 312, believe it was a murder. 3 people believe it was a murder. We have a retrial. During the retrial, we hear testimony from the victims and the mercenaries. And Willie is found innocent, declared a hero for killing the farmer, and promises the city that he will stand firm against inhumane magical experimentation. That's how Willie became a hero to the city. There you go.
Great.
I think he should get some kind of boon for that.
Get some kind of. We'll think about that one. We'll think about that one. Jim J. You're a 10th level artificer. You have fitted and kitted out the Rumagarian army and laborers. You are a current hero to unions everywhere.
Hell yeah.
What do you do? What do you do for your final downtime?
After trying to ignore the whispers for like the past like how many years?
Let's call
It's-
it 2. Let's call this 2 years of downtime.
Man, like it starts building up to a point where it's just like I literally got to make something to just stop whatever's gonna come. And I start hearing the whispers from my friends out on our stuff, and it starts kicking in a little bit more. It's just like, yeah, I need to focus in on some sort of attribute to this exosystem that will allow us even stronger presence against some sort of like that same aura that we like. The thing that draws me back is that same aura and presence that we felt initially, like in that full room.
Yeah.
Literally something to dispel or discharge any aura capabilities like that. And when I started working on the gems and figuring out different hertz and frequencies and tunages and stuff like that, I feel like I would try to implement a lot of that, and then arcane sorceries and abilities. And I only know of a couple people that would have like the crazy concepts and intellect to meet that. So I feel like that would be a good time for me to head off to possibly speak to Garf.
Okay, so
on some things.
Jim J takes a trip out to a solo pilgrimage. I don't think anybody goes with Jim J. I think Jim J kind of you guys all watch.
If Jim avoids going with people, sure.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
We can have a conversation about that. Jim would be open to that.
Jim seems to be going a little not insane, but like he's coming off the high of all that success, and he's concerned about
The greatest
about
scope.
the about what happened in that original chamber. And like I think one day Jim sort of like pulls into himself and like packs a bag, and Jim, you decide your friends notes like see you leaving the city. Do you invite them to join you, or do you go on a solo pilgrimage? Is this your burden to try and solve, or do you take your friends with you?
I think I would bring, or at least talk to, Lehman. Well, what's your name, Carl? What's your character's name? What's your name?
Lehman.
Okay, I would speak to Lehman. About the current state of what Garf was like, honestly, to see kind of like, hey, like, what would I be walking into initially? And then from there on, I'd see if the conversation would be like, well, would you want to come with me?
Lehman kind of like turns slightly, and you see he's got a backpack already packed.
Well,
Right.
right on.
Great. So Jim J and Lehman head off to Garf. Garf like listens to your tale, Jim J, and is like nods and goes, I've been in the presence of evil myself. The great goddess Tiamat. She was going to tear the world apart. And my friends. And he like takes just like tears in his eyes for a moment, and he wipes them away, and he goes, what can I do for you?
We need help. With current state of trying to hold off them forces and those serious threats. And I've brought with me something I think you would like, and I think I would pull out some sort of like a framework. Well, it'd be like a little gem socket thing that you could put on your chest, and it would kind of like split out into a little framework around the body when pressed. And I just want to push that against Garf's chest and put that on him and be like, I think we need something to possibly help with some strong spiritual forces, godlike beings, and we need some ways to nullify their powerful impact on us. And
I
So is
yeah,
your goal to nullify the fear aspect of it, the
I think
freezing
so.
fear aspect of it?
Yeah.
Um, we have two ways to do it, and Garf only knows one. So the way Garf tells you is to emanate a 10-foot aura from the jet. Have a paladin of such renown and worthiness consecrate the gem you need. And I would give you the paladin aura for like probably like a use X times per day or whatever. I'd figure out the details of it. That's the way Garth tells you to do it. Like with the gem you've created, like it housed like the Iron Man center gem. You'd essentially have a paladin consecrate the gem with the what? Nick, what's the fear aura?
I forget what it's called. It's just the regular old aura.
Yeah,
Yeah, like Paladin's like the Paladin aura. What do they call it?
paladin.
Well, that and even just like a telepathic, like anything that would be like in terms of like
Yeah,
charm
protection.
person.
So that one he doesn't know. Garf can't help you. Garf can't help you. Lehman make me a intelligence or a history check. Or Arcana. History or Arcana.
I'll go with Arcana. 19.
19. You recognize that to be like bards, like really proficient bards have counter charm. And that
Okay.
would be less an emanation that radiates from the gem and more a reactionary counter.
Yeah, as one of their friends are being charmed, they interrupt it, kind of thing.
Let me go double
Kind
check.
of like
Yeah, my counter charm works like if you, a creature within 30 feet, fails a saving throw, then you can use your reaction to cause them to re-roll with advantage.
So that's the other option that Lehman brings up, Jimothy. So those are the options I put in front of you. If you want something that like beats saves like that, you're gonna go the counter charm route, which will have an X uses per day. If you want the 10-foot emanation, that lasts for X minutes per day and resets on a long rest, you go the paladin route. Which is what you want.
I'll probably go with the bardic one. But yeah,
Great. Give me a ticker check with advantage because you have a bard friend. If you had gone the paladin route, you wouldn't have gotten advantage.
guess I was just trying to find a way to kind of bridge a gap with like scientific methods instead of like a religious one. Intelligent. Natural 20.
Jim. Roll it with your left hand. I'll go ahead and give him important. Do I have what I have for?
I rolled a natural 20.
Never mind.
Yeah, +4, so 29.
And it's a tinkering check. So
That's
you got,
fucking crazy.
so it's 29. Great. So you get, let's say 3. You get Nick, get him the counter charm 3 times a day.
So counterspell basically, or what? Counter charm?
You counter charm. You can use musical notes or words of power to disrupt mind influencing effects. For you, it's going to be you use this gem to counter mind influencing effects. You are a creature within 30 feet of you fails the saving throw against an effect that applies the charm to frighten condition. You can take a reaction to cause the save to be rolled, and the new roll has advantage. You get 3 of those per day.
Nice.
Resets on a long rest.
I just want to say, I want to do this through the means of arcanic tuning and tweaking, through bardic chemistry of notes and music, and magical presence from Garth and Lemmy and myself.
Perfect. Love that, buddy.
Cool.
Friend. You're level 10. You're less of a hero and more of a known oddity, I think.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like they know you're a part of the cult busters, but you're you, and most people are like not, I wouldn't say friendly to you, but like you're what you are.
Right. That makes sense. So I want to connect myself more to the experience of being in the plane of reality. Try to understand what it's like to be a real being as it is. And basically just have somebody help me take the crystal out of the robot and just like leave it in the mud for a while. Just like in the middle of a field.
Uncas, will you do that with him? Uncas?
Onkus?
Sorry, I thought I was muted. I guess I'm just going to continue on soldiering.
Oh no, but will you take
Oh, sorry.
friend's crystal and
Oh,
like
sorry.
guard
Sorry.
over it? Where you
Yeah,
want you to
yeah,
put
yeah,
it in
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
the mud.
Yes.
And I feel like you'd be the best to be like, if anybody like walks near it, being like, don't step on it.
No, I would specifically tell you to let people step on me. Just don't let anybody steal me.
Like you just can't go anywhere. Yep.
Yeah.
Great. So you do that. What is it you gain from this, friend? People step on you, they step over you, they kick mud on you. Several kids come into the street and like use you to play the like jacks game.
I think he just gains a deeper understanding.
Right. You hear a lot of people's lives. A lot of like, I gotta get bread, I gotta get to work, I gotta get home, I hate my wife, I hate my husband, I hate my kids. I love my wife, I love my husband, I love my kids, I love my wife, I hate my life. Just you hear a lot of the mutterings of people as they go by.
And I give out inspirations to 4 of the people as they go by.
Great. That's very kind of you. Jernhale. Last one. 10th level cleric. You are one of the more prominent members now of the church. You are a known like cleric of the Lawbringer. Yeah. You're still just a nameless soldier for the way of the astral self, though. You're just pop number 7,306.
That's about right. I think in kind of a similar boat as Lehman, I'll be trying to use all my contacts in Astral Self and just around in general to find out anything and everything I can to prepare for Vecna.
Are you preparing for Vecna or learning who Vecna is? Because you don't really know who he is either.
I think learning who he is, maybe like his history, what happened to him, how did he get where he is now.
Make me a history check with advantage. Using your astral contacts, it gives you advantage.
Love that for me.
All right.
18.
Okay. Jernhale, if there's anything else you'd like to do, I'd like to circle back to that and do that last, if that's okay.
Okay.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
I don't think so. I mean, other than just kind of helping out everyone else in the group with their stuff just kind of around the city.
Yep.
Whatever I can.
I want to ask real quick,
friend?
Carl and Trevor, do either of you have Identify?
Oh yeah.
Okay, then I'm not going to.
You're giving up that spell as one of your level up give up spells? Yeah. Hunkus. Everybody salute Captain Hunkus.
Captain.
Elevated to an officer in the army. you are now technically like what the king like to the government. The leader of your group is Hunkus. Just so you all know.
That fair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I commissioned Hunkus a really sweet Metal Gear Solid looking armor exosuit because like the legs.
So like all missives, all pay, everything goes through Hunkus. Hunkus, I'm actually going to give you with your new title and being in charge of a platoon and adventuring group, you get a government sanctioned bag of holding.
Oh, nice. Cool.
I don't trust putting stuff in that bag, man.
Anything, Captain Hunkus, that you would like to do? This is you are known, like everybody salutes, like every guard salutes when you walk by Hunkus. You are
Nice.
you are the only people that don't are the ones that guard the castle itself.
Right.
You
I
can
don't have
walk
anything-
around this city and tell anybody to do anything except for the ones around the palace. Those guys
Nice.
don't listen to you.
Cool.
Custodies.
Sounds good to me. I don't have anything particular I want, but I did find out why I have the
Advantage?
athletics.
What gives you the
And
advantage?
that's remarkable athlete.
Great.
That's it. And I also have
Cool.
tactical shifts, so that kind of falls in line with my my captain ranking.
Great.
There you go. Yeah. Perfect.
Lehman.
Yep.
You are now a wizard of some renown. It whispers on the wind that you are the next grand diviner to be. Most people know of Garf, but he's viewed of a little like
He's
the
off
mad.
the-
He's the mad wizard that lives on the keep of the borderland. Like, you know.
No, he knows. He knows that. He's all right with that.
Garf's honors, I'm fine with it. But like
He
the
also-
population at large views Garf as like a deep oddity.
Nobody talks
Um,
about his auditing days though, and he thinks that's really funny because that's the thing that's really driving him crazy right now.
So I think a lot of people come to you for like, will I find love? You know, like the random divinations of a populace. I think you get a lot of those now.
Okay.
What do you do? What do you do with your final downtime?
He will probably actually be working with Darren Hale
Great,
on this.
great.
He's as an astral elf, he's aware like of the nature of the multiverse and all that, and he's heard the Whispering One, Vecna, the One-Eyed Lich, and all those monikers throughout all the realms. So he's like, it's probably at some level aware that Vecna is a multiplanar being.
Yep.
And so he's now turning to helping Darren Hale learn and come up with a plan of how they're going to deal with the fact that this thing is watching us.
Okay. So we come to the knowledge gathered by Lehman and Dernhale on Vecna. Vecna was a young archmage on his plane known as Orth. OERTH. Orth. Is it?
Mhm.
Earth. It's kind of like Earth. I'm gonna call it Orth so that I'm not just fucking saying Earth. On Orth. He had like deep desires. Those of you like Jim Jammy begins to hear very like similarities to like William's Rise. A young mage, talented in necromancy, just had like an evil outlook on the world. And he wanted to like become the ruler of an empire that covered the globe. Vecna met his like right hand man, a young human named Kaz, Kas, and together, Kaz and Vecna were evil warlords together. Kaz admired Vecna's sadism and his thirst for power, and Vecna really valued Kaz's ferocity in battle and cruelty to their enemies. Eventually, Vecna became powerful enough, as most necromancers do, to become a lich, and him and Kaz together became the despotic rulers of an empire that covered Orth. Kaz leaded all of Vecna's armies and was the Lich's most trusted lieutenant. Kaz pledged his life to Vecna, and Vecna showered Kaz in boons and gifts, such as an artifact level sword that was sentient, known as the Sword of Kaz, well known throughout the plains. Currently missing. The whereabouts of the Sword of Kaz is unknown. It is rumored that the sentience in the sword led Kaz to madness to eventually betray Vecna. Kaz betraying Vecna. In the moment of betrayal, Vecna flung Kaz across the plains to be lost himself, and the Sword of Kaz was lost. Vecna dissipating himself into the plains, leaving behind just one hand and one eye, both artifact level items, both very powerful artifact level items. In the centuries and millennia since, word of Kaz has yet to rise. Nobody knows where he is, but Vecna has slowly been building his power as the Lich yearns nothing but to find his former lieutenant who betrayed him, destroy him utterly, and reclaim not only what he lost, but to gain the power that he believes is owed to him, which is as much as possibly he could grab. This is what Vecna is known as in the multiverse, in the planes. Make sense? Everybody, any questions? Any questions about what I just said?
Can I just read off the notes that I just took?
Yeah.
Vecna was from Orth, Archmage, deep desires to become a big boy mage, young human sidekick named Kaz. Is that K-A-Z, by the way?
K-A-S.
S? Okay.
K-A-S. Kaz.
Well, it's they warlorded it up together. Vecna got lichdom, and Kaz led the army. Kaz got lots of cool shit for being the knight, right-hand man. I have in quotations, should look for the stuff at some point. Vecna killed Kaz like a bitch and left, leaving two powerful artifacts, which is like the hand and something else, I think.
The hand and the eye.
The hand and the eye. And then I have long ass time later, no one knows about Kaz, but whispers of Vecna looking for Kaz to kill what's left.
I think the only thing you missed was that Kaz betrayed Vecna. Back where like the people dying happened, Kaz betrays Vecna. They kind of like kill one another in like one single blow. Each of like Kaz goes and stabs Vecna. Vecna blows him away with necrotic magic at the same moment. They're all knocked back to their corners. Brilliant. Yeah. Perfect. All right. With that, you are all summoned back to the beautiful. Well, Hunkus, actually, you get a missive. Lehman and Durnhale have just recently returned from their meetings, and you're all together, and Lehman and Durnhale tell you the information I just told you. So you're all sort of like together wherever you're. Where do you guys think your meeting place is? Is it a tavern? Is it some like barracks room that Hunkus controls? Is it
How about we
Jim-
have like a barracks assigned to us from, like they're like, oh, you guys have been doing this for us, now you get a
It's like
meeting room.
Can
Like
we
a
have been
townhouse.
commissioned
You don't have a townhouse
Also-
yet.
to have a workshop that also acts as like a studio hangout spot for us all,
Not yet.
like Fast and
Not yet.
Furious style?
Not yet. Maybe after this next mission.
Okay.
You feel like you guys have been asking for one for a little while, and after this next mission, you're probably going to be given places of residence.
Then we probably meet up at Jim's shop, right?
Jim Jamie's shop.
Yeah, Cheddar's better buy.
Cheddar's Better Buy. Okay, so this is all happening at Cheddar's Better Buy. A runner.
At
shows
an
up and
8-person booth in the corner.
Yeah,
Everybody is 100% welcome here and treated like family.
yeah. Cheddar always. He made a little robot that constantly is cooking fresh chocolate chip cookies. There's always nice cookies. A runner shows up. Captain Uncas! Captain Uncas! Letter for you, sir. Your hands only. You take it, Uncas? He's like,
Yes,
deep breath.
sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
There you go. You open it up. It's the seal on it is the seal of King Liam. You crack it, and it is you can tell at this
I give
point
that
it's
boy a
written by
gold.
Alfred. Oh, thank you, sir, friend. It's great to see you all again. You know that to be Sam, young Sam, an orphan boy that runs messages for the king. It's a summons. Hunkus, you have a summons in your hand written in Alfred's handwriting to come immediately to the castle, to the garden atrium. The king has need of your aid immediately.
Hey.
Oh, and to bring your party, to bring the cult busters. Have you guys thought?
Of course.
We're gonna put cult busters here for now. Homework for the week is to think of a better name or decide that we're gonna go with cult busters. Great. You guys head to the castle, where King Liam sits in his in the same very beautiful, like glass ceiling, greenery room. Several guards are present, which isn't normal, as are 3 priests of the Allhammer. 2 of which are dwarves, and 1 is a human, all like in aprons and like they're forge cleric. As you guys enter this chamber, King Liam is busy discussing with these guys. But as he hears the clank, he turns and gives you all a smile. Oh, greetings, my heroic friends. I'm so glad you came. You have been so helpful these past few years. The city sings your praises. His smile fades as he says that, and he looks down. I dare say, though, terrible events are happening. Specifically, 4 prominent citizens of our glorious city have been kidnapped in the past several days. 4 members of my noble houses have been captured by this damnable cult of Vecna. May I count in your help in rescuing them?
Yes.
Yes,
100%.
of course.
Great.
Indeed.
That's what we're all in today's game.
Can we all have a magic weapon?
Can we
Nice.
all have a magic weapon?
Just like a +1, like in
It's a
case there's
+1?
ghosts.
Not right now. Not right now.
What?
No.
Come on,
No,
we're level
not
10.
right now, no. Not right now.
We haven't ran into a need for a Ghostbuster.
Ghostbusters. We can go shopping after this next adventure when you have a shit ton of fucking money.
Okay, fair.